Alright, so let's go ahead and answer these extra credit questions for population mathematics. So in 2014, the population in Houston was 2.2 million. Times 10 to the 6th. It is expected to have a population of 2.5 million by 2020. So part A is saying we need to find the expected growth rate. So to calculate growth rate, I believe I gave you a hint. It says, remember that growth rate equals final minus initial divided by initial over 100. So let's write that out. Final minus initial divided by initial times 100 gives us growth rate. And all we have to do is plug and chug. Right. So if we have our final date is 2020 at 2.5 million people. So we have 2.5 times 10 to the 6th minus our initial date is 2014 with 2.2 million people. 2.2 times 10 to the 6th divided by our initial population, which was again 2.2 million. One thing we could already get rid of are all these 10 to the 6s, right? So all we get is 0.3, that's 2.5 minus 2.2 over 2.2, which is the same thing as saying 30 divided by, 3 divided by 22. Okay. And then I think a lot of you guys get confused about where to put the decimal points. So it's 3, and then we'll just put a 0 right here. Okay. And we have our decimal point right above it as well. So 22 can go into 30 only one time, minus 22. That gives us 8. Drop down another 0. 3 times, minus 66. That gives us 140. 140, 22, that's about 6 times. Okay. So let's say 0.136, but don't forget, we have to multiply it by 100. 0.136 times 100 is equal to 13.6%. That is our expected growth rate through that 6-year time span. Okay, so that's A. If you guys want, you could rewind it, go over it a couple times, but I'm going to go on to B. So in letter A, we found out that our growth rate is equal to 13.6%. But in B, part B, we're asking for the doubling time. So if you know 70 divided by growth rate equals doubling time, you should be good. So 70 divided by 13.6 would give us that answer. So make sure to write your answer down and remember that it's going to be in years. Okay, don't forget your units. In part C, what will the population size be in the year 2024? Alright, so when going from 2014 to whatever this doubling time is, to 2024, this is going to be kind of your hint. You have to figure out B to solve for C and see how many doubling times there are. Okay, so best of luck on your extra credit. It's due on Monday.